You're welcome back. It's still iBrand Daybreak, and we have a special guest with us this morning talking about Madam Peculiar Aguloye. She's going to be talking to us about echoes of hope, winning the battles of destiny. It is a very interesting topic, something that I'm particularly very interested in. Hi, good morning, Peculiar. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning.
All right, let's get into it. This is a book that you wrote.
Yes, please.
First of all, the title is very mind-boggling. Can we start from there? What informed this titling?
Okay, Echoes of Hope. It's not just a can I say it, a book? It's just it's a destiny hope. Yeah, because we have lots of youth out there that actually want to be great in life. They really want the best for their lives and they want to climb to the highest top, but they have one challenges the other. So, and they have this low esteem and they don't just know what to do or how to climb. You understand? So, I was once a victim of that. So I thought it best to write a book on it.
That's beautiful. So you have actually, listed a couple of points that you would like to follow through. Do you want to start off already? The first one here says, glory of the youth lies in their strength, and the honor of old men is in their gray hair.
Yes.
Wow, that's a lot.
Yes, the glory of the youth actually lies in their strength. So we have many youths that are wasting their time on things that has no eternal value. And we have some stages of life, or let me just say 3 stages of life. We have the early stage, which is the morning. We have the middle stage, which is the midday, and then we have the night. Now, what you do with your strengths in the days of your youth determine what will be of you in your old age. Now, like my daddy will always tell me, there was a time he called me and said, Peculiar, I think I woke up around a few minutes after 7, and he was like, are you still sleeping? I was like, so I slept late. And he said to me, don't be like those old men out there that are still carrying wounds on their head. They are carrying firewood. Do you understand? Because they didn't use their youthful days wisely. And he told me something. He said, if you fail to use your strength, if you fail to use your time while you're still a youth, you won't come out well. So from that day, I couldn't even sleep. I sat down and I was thinking, if I fail to use my strength and my time wisely, I won't come out good. So I began to think, what then can I do? What can I do? Because the Bible makes us understand in Ecclesiastes chapter 12, verse 1, it says, remember now your Creator in the days of your youth. So if you fail to remember God, if you fail to move closer to God, if you fail to know God while you are still a youth, definitely I don't think there is a bright future for you.
All right. I appreciate your concern, especially in regards to the youth, because I know you are very much a youth, and that would have been the motivating factor for you to go into writing books, to address some of the, menace, that is being perpetuated by the youths today. But not to also take away the fact that the youths are also very much vibrant, especially when you look at sectors like the tech industry. The youths are also doing well. And your book tends to be a little more religious, pardon me, because you draw some of your inspiration from a certain part of the Bible, if you would allow me to say that, Proverbs, because of so much wisdom, that is very much inherent in that particular part of the Bible. But then again, why do you so much, focus your attention on the youth? Why not also the older ones, the older generation? Why are you so much focused on the youth?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. And, while growing up, I didn't have the privilege to, how will I put it, to riches, or I wasn't brought up with a silver spoon. You understand? So I really suffered a lot, and I remember then trying to make ends meet, moving from one place to another, thinking on how to get something good, or how to be great in life. People took advantage of me. Yes, most especially men who promise that, I know you have great aspirations, you have visions, you want to be great in life, and you are still young. I can help you with your dreams. I can do this, I can do that. And because I failed to put my hope, my trust in God, I took men as a means of, means
to an end.
Yeah, so I started putting my hope, my trust in them. And in the process of doing that, man, I was molested. I was so molested. You see some older men, like married men, telling you be a second wife to me, and I would do this, I would do that, because you don't have a home, because you don't have money, because you don't have a foundation to build on, you don't have anything, and you feel you're too poor and you're more of a rag. You just want somebody that will brush you up.
Okay. So take us through the stages of your book and the areas you think it's going to address, especially with regards to the life of the youth.
Okay, now we have the morning stage, the early stage. That is the stage of learning. Most youths don't want to learn. They just want to get to the top. They don't want to cultivate some good things that will help them, that will even retain them at the top. They just want to dive into riches, and because of that, they dip their hands into bad things, into things that are not pure. We have so many girls in the street doing prostitution, not because they want to, but because they lack the knowledge of who they are. They said when the purpose of thing is not known, abuse is inevitable.
Yeah.
So when you don't know what you are made of, when you don't know the purpose at which you are living for, you don't know what you are doing, what you are living for, you begin to abuse yourself. You begin to abuse your time. You begin to abuse your life. You just feel that you can give yourself to anything that comes to you. You just feel you want to throw yourself to this. And this is why we have so many guys out there doing Yahoo. Because they don't know what God has, made for them, or what God really wants to do with their lives. They are far from their Creator, thinking they can actually achieve life by their strength and by their wisdom. And that is why we have so much corruption in society. And now, if you fail to learn in your early stage, then I don't think there is a bright future awaiting you. And then we have the midday. The mid stage is the season of investment, when you begin to invest your strength, you invest your time on things you have learned. When you don't learn, then I don't think you can actually invest, because before you can begin to invest on something, there must be a basic or a foundation. And if you have no foundation, then you cannot build. You can build. So because they fail to learn, they don't want to sit down under, or a tutor or someone that can help them to learn. They just want to be a boss of their own. And because of that, nothing is working for them. And we have so many nuisance in the streets causing violence. So if you make wise use of your midday, like you invest on everything you have learned, you invest on the knowledge you have, you've been able to discover yourself, then life will be sweeter. Life will be in accordance with the will of God, because you already know what God has prepared for you. You already know your journey, right? So you know what you are working towards to achieve. You know what you are doing. You are not living like a wanderer. You know that I have a purpose and I have a destiny. I have a focus. I have a vision. But if you have no vision, you did not learn anything, then you don't have anything to impact to a generation. We have so many people that are, like person like, sorry, I don't want to be too religious.
Okay.
Person like Babalola, person like Ketri Kuma, person like Nelson Mandela. We have lots of people that have impacted their generation. They are dead, yet they are still living. Their names are still in the lips of men. They can't be forgotten. While we have so many young youths, talented youths out there, but because they don't know what they are carrying, they don't know what they have inside of them, they are living, but it's as if they are dead. Nobody is hearing about them. And night after night, they are in the secret place crying. Some are even afraid of the future. They're even afraid of, they call it the fear of the unknown. You will surely have that fear of the unknown because you don't know what the future holds for you. So there will always be this inner fear that what will be of me tomorrow. But if you know what God has destined you to be, you will pursue it. You won't be afraid. You will be able to, face every challenges because there is a purpose, there's a vision you want to achieve. And then the ninth stage is the stage when a man finally enters into his rest. When a man sleeps, the night is meant for sleeping, right? It's not for walking, isn't it?
Yes.
So because you fail to learn in your early stage, you can't have anything to build on in your midday. And finally, at night, you go to bed. And when you go to bed, you meet your creator. And they will ask you, the time I gave you on earth, what did you do with it? And then you'll be like, I tried my best. I did this, but I don't know. Okay, what I actually want to draw out from this is that there is only one person that can help in the journey of destiny, and that is Jesus. He is the author of life. He is the beginning and the end of every life. He is the key to every destiny. Outside of him, you can't discover yourself. You can't even discover who you are. We have so many people out there, they always want to be, because Funke is making it in the film industry. They begin to admire that, position of Funke Agidele. Man, I like to act so she can act. But what about you? Do you know what God has put inside of you? So people want to be president, they want to be doctor, but they don't have the courage. They are afraid because they don't know what they are. And that is the reason why many of them are committing suicide, all because of one boyfriend dumping them. Some of you, I know of a school that most of the girls committing suicide. Thank God for the help of God that rescued them. Committing suicide because one of them was like saying the mother offended her, this and that, and because of that you want to take your life. It's because you don't know what you are living for. Another one, feeling that, okay, my boyfriend dumped me and dropped me, you want to die. Why? You don't know who you are. You don't have a purpose. You don't have a journey. So my burden is to bring the youth back to order. I want them to begin to find their purpose in Christ Jesus. I want them to come closer to God. I will say, know your creator in the days of your youth, for a time cometh when you will fall asleep.
All right, it's a whole deep revelation that you brought to the program this morning. I'm definitely enjoying it. You've just gone through the stages that we have here, like from the morning to the noon, the evening, and then the night. But eventually, there is a part of the list that we have here that says you as the seed of your life.
Yes.
You as the seed of your life.
Yes.
How is that?
Okay, thank you very much for that question. This is my best part.
I see.
You know, a farmer, when he goes to his farm to plant, he plants a seed expecting fruit. Excuse me. Every human on earth, we are seed. We are seed and we are meant to bear forth fruit. Whatever you sow yourself into, that is what you become. If you sow into corruption, then you'll be corrupt. Your mind will be corrupt. Everything about you will be corrupt. If you begin to sow into righteousness, you begin to sow into good things, having a positive mindset, you believe in yourself, you believe what God can make out of you, then you will bear forth the fruit of your vision. Now we have so many youth out there, they don't know that they are seed. And God is expecting fruit from us. God is expecting the result at which, when you, like, let's say for example now, you see a footballer or a guy that actually likes to play ball because of his, vision that he wants to be a footballer. When he begins to give himself to football, it's like watching more of this. One day he will become that thing because he has sown himself into it. He has given his time. He has given his, everything about himself to it. But you are a seed and you are just there. You just cast your seed somewhere else, rusting away. You can't reap anything. You cannot. So you as a seed of your life is that you are the result of your mindset. You are a result of what you are doing. Before I wrote this book, I never believed I could even be an author or I can write. I didn't have that dream before. All I want to do is to sing and to preach the gospel. But along the line, I began to see myself in another dimension because of what I have been through, what people has done to me. I began to see myself that, what can I do then to save my generation from this mess? What can I do? I began to sow myself into books. I started reading books because I want to be an author. I started reading books and I never knew that God was actually reading my mind. And I gave myself to the Bible. I gave myself to the books of the God's General. I gave myself to other books of great men. And I began to see myself writing. I started receiving inspirations. I started receiving topics, even from my dream. I can sleep and then receive some topics to write on. And I began to spend time on what I believe, my vision. And because I gave myself to what I believe, my vision, I am seeing myself becoming more of what I believe in. I'm seeing myself becoming that great woman. If somebody will ever tell me that I will be here, I will not believe it, sincerely speaking. Because I won't believe that I will be here, but I have long ago have this dream, this vision to be and said like this, to speak to, a large crowd of people or to be a public figure. But when I started this talk show on winning the battles of destiny, I told God, I really want to take this to, and the Lord told me that one day you'll be on the TV speaking to your audience. I said, me, God, where, how will it happen? But today, when the Lord told me, I didn't just sleep over it. I gave myself to prayer. I started praying. I know it's not easy to be here. I started praying to God that I don't have the capacity. I don't have the money. What will I do? And the Lord said to me, he that honors me, I will honor. If you do what I say you should do, then I will bring you before kings. So, thank God I did not ignore the instructions of God. I'm here today.
All right, quickly, because our time is almost up, as we round off, you do seem to, I mean, it's a whole complete package, and I believe that, you know, this 15 minutes conversation didn't do justice to, you know, the rest of whatever this package contains. So I'm sure that there are people who would want to further this conversation or want to consult you on these issues. Or is there like a gathering? Is there a gathering? Is there a meeting? Is there a way people can get along, you know, connect with you to get your mentorship, get your leadership, and all that?
Okay, yeah, my page is Echoes of Hope Destiny Hub on Facebook, so they can just check on Echoes of Hope Destiny Hub on Facebook and on Instagram, and I think my number is on
the page. Okay.
So they can call me for more.
All right, you heard it from Peculiar herself. Go ahead. Her page is Echoes of Hope on Facebook, and of course, from there you can send a DM, you can call and send messages, and you further have that conversation with her. Thank you so much, Peculiar Aguloye, for coming on the show. We appreciate your time. iBrand Daybreak. More conversations will be coming your way after these timeouts. Don't go anywhere. Stay with us.